Sziasztok, ez az i.BL.
Hát 14,5 óra van benne. Még közel... Tudom, hogy jobban pontosan már 5 fejezetesen emlékszem.
Hello again. I enjoy our little chats, but I don't think anything has changed since we last spoke. I still need evidence against Death's hand to free my father. Meet the executioner in the arena, or go back to your flyer to meet with the Inquisitor. Hurry, or you'll lose your chance to help your master. I wish you luck. Once you have gained the trust of the Lotus Assassins, we will plan how to proceed.
Lényeges dolog lemaradt. Egy kis háttér.
Oh, good to see you again, my friend. Have you returned to listen to my lecture, or would you just like some information? Certainly. We can't learn without asking questions. How can I help you today? I'm glad you asked. Today I will speak on my theories of cloud formation. That was my first major discovery, though it hasn't been widely accepted yet. The basic principles are really quite simple. I deduced after lengthy study that clouds are formed by the moisture escaping from our bodies. When the weather is cool, you can clearly see small clouds escaping from people's mouths. Similar clouds form on the skin of people working strenuously in the cold.
Persze, az
These
izzadságból
clouds of breath
összefér.
rise up and collect near the tallest peaks, where it is almost always cloudy. This was one of my finest discoveries. Don't let the name fool you. There are fewer scholars here than you might think. We are far outnumbered by those obstinate philosophers. The philosophers believe that the gods dictate everything, from the rising of the sun to the changing seasons. If the summer ends too soon or too late, the gods must be angry. Of course, anyone who cares to look can see that the birds control the weather. I have noted with some accuracy that the birds predict the seasons. I have a theory that the massive movements of birds in the autumn and spring actually cause the prevailing winds to change direction. When birds fly south just before autumn, they cause the winds to change, and we get cold air from the north until the spring, when the birds reverse the winds again. It's really quite simple, but just try telling that to one of the philosophers. Don't get me wrong, I like most of the philosophers, but their strict adherence to aging traditions makes them very difficult to deal with. They're always preaching about peace and harmony. Really, we kill and subdue the creatures of this world in order that we can survive. Where's the peace in that? Can a man survive long enough without eating meat? What about the grains we use to make our bread, or the hides we use for any number of things? We consume constantly. Peace and harmony are wonderful ideals, but in nature only the strong survive, and they don't do it by being peaceful. Oh, so soon. All right then. I hope to see you again soon. Perhaps I could explain to you my theories on the formation of ice crystals.
Lehet. Ez is valami érdekveszítő lehet.
Come and learn about the ways of sagacious Tien. Free your body, mind, and
Fegyver.
spirit.
Még a maximum, de... Megnyitható? Az mit? Az előbbi előadás. Ott egy fog. Jön, most nem kell útbeigazítás. Sok hülyeség. Nem, ott is van egy. Ez már kiderül. Semmi valóság alapján nem ilyen volt. Toibank.
Auka te hier, wa na pa hier, uka forti. Akir sami fai wa wir waka wir isono ni faiter ofino. Ike kir washatiruk. Och nik kupkitrossa irvusta kitno och jover kvanner. Sunur noko wu ifuir soir tatasi nisiso irka wikawar roren.
Bele vagy buzóval a kövekbe.
Usa irsa wia pihiren ninu siso irtiuth. Wawawir shaksir kawir onk nisiso ir akuwu uksunte wawawir shaksir fukno. Sunur noko wu ifuir soir tatasi nisiso irka wikawar roren. Krans niwu no yir wayir uk sakwanarko uk nik nisiso ir akuwu. Ike kir washatiruk.
Szóval a palota ebből a kövekből.
Pir inni tinowir nonni apatar wo kawar nif. Nisiso ir akuwu kusuwir wo uso irtan.
Volt valami mutatvány. Kell egy kis tapasztalat, pont megközelítő. A szintlépéshez 60 kell. Ja nem. 1660. 1060. Matematika.
Hello there, traveler. Forgive my forwardness, but I noticed your arrival earlier while I was at the tavern. That flying machine of yours is truly a marvel.
Milyen gyorsan lelőnek itt a érek.
I actually have a design for a new prototype flyer, and I hope to get funding to build it one day. The other scholars aren't interested in my inventions, though. Me? You want to ask me something? Well, sure, I'd be glad to help you if I can. What would you like to know? Oh, I'm Scholar Zenyu. I'm one of the newer Scholar elites. I was actually born in the poor quarter, but my uncle brought me here when I was only 10. He knew I would never have a chance at a real life unless I had some proper schooling. I've lived here with him ever since. That's right, you're new here, aren't you? Well, where should I begin? There's so much to tell you. There are several important areas here in the city. Of course, there are also many different services, too. I'm not sure what to tell you first. Sure. Well, let's see. This place is the Scholars' Garden. For the most part, only stuffy old philosophers and scholars reside here. Farther down toward the city, you'll find the Golden Way. Many wealthy people live and work there. Hopefully some willing to fund one of my inventions. Then there's the Market District, near where you landed earlier. Most of the city does its business there. It's an interesting place. I think so. You'll also find the path to the Black Leopard Square, across the river from the arena. I haven't been there, but I hear it's an interesting place to visit. One of the best places in the city is the arena. Just don't tell my masters I said so. If you go to the arena, you'll also see the heart of the Empire Tavern. And of course, there are several shops and merchants with all manner of supplies available. All that can be found in the Market District. I'm not supposed to go there. At least not when I'm studying, but it's hard to resist. It's known as the best tavern in all the Empire. I actually do some of my best thinking while I'm there. I like to sit in the upper rooms with a bit of wine and just look out over the city, or the arena. Of course. What do you want to know? Sure. What would you like to know? Now there's a question you don't hear very often. Not too many people like to talk about him. In fact, if I were you, I'd be careful who I ask. I'm not one to believe in superstitious nonsense, but I still wouldn't want to draw his attention. He's very powerful and very dangerous. Some people even suggest that he's gained some control over our honorable emperor. I find it hard to believe, but I suppose it's possible. A city like this always has rumors. Some people say the ghosts are angry and attacking innocent people. Another rumor suggests the emperor is dying. But I wouldn't believe any of that. Just because the Emperor hasn't been seen in a while doesn't mean he's ill. Perhaps he just wants some solitude. The Emperor is a wise and powerful man. How else could he have solved the drought so many years ago? I wasn't born then, but I've heard the stories. It's true that he hasn't been seen much recently, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. It's not like the Empire is falling apart in his absence. Maybe he's just taking a rest from all the hard work he's done. Nobody deserves a rest more than the Emperor. I think they're just rumors. I haven't seen any ghosts at all, angry or otherwise. If the ghosts are angry about something, why aren't they here right now? Come to think of it, I don't know any one person who's ever seen a ghost. I prefer to spend my time and energy on things that are real. Designing a new prototype flying machine, now that's important. Sure. What would you like to know?
Több minden
All
már
right
nem
then.
csak.
Goodbye.
Nem is nagyon lehet feltársalni.
Osan sielsuno ko poko. Koni uk noea kup sa ia sisia su uko. Pakeni wa kawane ya. Awat utkua wo kokopia kawa ia elbo. Wasrafno sositu no ko ota napia ifaria ok. Wo kuketita sumpono, sathwa kawa ia ifiak.
Kösz a bátorítás.
Vosoawi ia mi tu sumpono. Kutkosi wiwa ia, wo no hia ifa wia o ta wikino. Koni uk noea kup sa ia sisia su ukot. O ifo ia uk sonkop noko isansia. Ni upa ia kupu sa ia elwath kraka ia nano uksaro isowak mikano wo napia shatia uk. Awath utkua wo kokopia kawa ia elwo. Wo kawa ia tanke ia nano wo ia wasonak.
Most, hogy leoltasz.
Uksa ia spithuki ukoniaro thakno. Uksa ia ifratsa ia thosopanirania. Kawa ia a ithino nahipino feitea. Yo wea sonsi ia wo yo wea kon ompefifia.
Greetings and welcome to the Scholar's Garden. I am Philosopher Xiao, one of the many masters you will see here during your visit. I see by your accoutrements that you are not from the Imperial City. I hope your visit here is one of fulfillment and success. As sagacious Tien once said, more valuable than silk are new friends in a foreign land. If you need anything, I will be glad to assist you. As sagacious Tien once said, kind words and respectable attire are seldom a sign of true character. Only deeds reveal the intent of the soul. I am glad to help you in any way I can. I am honored that you would ask me, though I must warn you, the teachings take a lifetime to learn and cannot be taught in a day. Perhaps I could explain the core principles of Tien's teachings. I could recite the history of Tien if you like. The teachings of sagacious Tien are very simple, but the implications are astoundingly complex. At the heart of the teachings are the concepts of harmony and discord. Also referred to as the way of the open palm and the way of the fist, one cannot exist without the other, but neither can they coexist in one person. Harmony with the world comes from understanding your place in the world. An ant that believes it is a tiger will never achieve harmony. In other words, accepting your place in the world and using your skills accordingly is the optimal way of following the path of harmony. Discord is the other side of the coin. People who choose the path of discord seek their own advancement over everything else. These people will ignore the world and use whatever means necessary to raise themselves above their station. Sagacious Tien taught both harmony and discord to his students, for one cannot be fully known without the other. However, he himself followed the way of harmony. Sagacious Tien was the first emperor of the Jade Empire. He was a philosopher and a leader without compare, unifying the affections of his time. His teachings founded this great empire, though there was very little written about Tien himself. We do know that he brought peace to the people of the empire, and since that time, his teachings have guided hundreds of generations of followers. Of course. What would you like to know? Well, that is a delicate issue. The recruiter is not so easy to find. I'm sorry, but I can't tell you much more than that. As you wish. With luck, the winds of heaven will bring us together again one day. Farewell.
As amusing as your savage dances are, once again I have proven the superiority of setting your nose to the grindstone and not mucking about. Now bring some refreshments in a proper mug, or I'll take back the coins of my home and country. Don't you heathens know the worth of a proper king's halfpenny?
Generous visitor, if our customs are so displeasing to you, perhaps you should find lodging elsewhere?
Please? And leave you lot to your primitive ways? Tell them what I think of that, Squire Percival.
Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, the magnificent bastard, will do no such thing. He means to educate you all.
Good lad. Found him wading in the mud, planting weeds. You can't keep your crackers crisp doing that. God help you if you don't know the horror of a soggy biscuit. I've given him dignity, and unless one of you has the will to deny that I'm your better, I suggest you start learning. We'll have you in proper trousers by the morrow. What's that? Someone's stepping to the fore. Let's have a look at you. Oh, woman. My dear. Not sure what topsy cradle you fell from, but in my country a lady knows her place. Unless she's queen. The simple truth is that I have bested every one of you who has come forward, whether in tests of wit or combat, and faced a champion of king and country. No, I didn't ask to land here, but if a storm is going to cast my ship into the very heart of such a dark empire, I'll bring the light of knowledge wherever I can. You must hunger for guidance. You're like children. I mean, only a handful of you can even grow a decent moustache. What kind of place is this? Can you now? Shall we put that to a test? I welcome the chance that you might impress me with a glimmer of intelligent insight. But I will acknowledge that I am likely to disagree just because I know you are lacking. We will need educated men to judge the merits of our arguments. I've gone to great pains to learn your barbaric tongue, only to find that none of you has much to say. Can you convince me otherwise? I've heard a distinct lack of couplets and quatrains, to say nothing of pentameters. Is it any wonder you people live as you do? I charge you with defending the heart of your people. If a group of judges determines that you have adequately done so, I will declare you the winner. Whoever you wish. These five standing here. I'm sure there will be a balance of opinion. The test must be fair. Go on, talk to them all to prove I haven't coerced them. We'll begin the debate when you're ready. Then we'll see how you fare in combat. Doubt you'll do very well. Like the rest, you're all just too damn skinny.
I heard you accept the Outlander's challenge. I'm grateful you have seen fit to defend us all. I would be honored to sit in judgment of the debate. Several of my fellow scholars have also volunteered.
Az nem jelenti azt, hogy...
To do otherwise would only help the Outlander win in the long run. If he wants a true debate, we will allow it to progress fairly. Of course, I doubt his arguments will have the weight that he expects. Not here in the heart of the Jade Empire. I am ill-equipped to see my own faults, but I, like my fellow scholars, am adept at exploiting the weaknesses of others. Scholars Heng and Zhao are easily swayed with simple facts. Cite such details and they are certain to change their opinion either for or against. The best course is to appeal to the individual preferences of the judges. We are theoretical thinkers, really. It is not so much the subject, but the tactic that triggers reaction. Each judge will respond only to argument styles they favor. If a judge likes fact, use it once and he will join your side. Use it again and he will switch back just to further debate. Other arguments may not interest him at all. I wish you luck. I look forward to your defense of the Empire.
I'll give you that also. Többet kell szerezni.
Well, ready to set the ponies in motion, are we? Let's declare some rules and get to it. You don't mind if I make this interesting, do you? I just want to make sure that this is more entertaining than simply blathering about whose walls are higher or whose philosophers really know what's what.
Yeah.
It will be a simple matter. 5 judges, 6 topics. I'll pose my argument about why your foolish land stumbles like a child, and you try to answer.
That.
The judges will raise their arms in favor. Arms up for you, arms down for me. After 6 topics, if you have a majority, you are the winner. By the Queen's Corset, if you get them all on your side at any time, I'll declare the match over. Now, shall we proceed? I will pull no punches, and I expect no mercy on your part. Let's see which of us is truly superior.
Vadforduló, hát ha sikerül.
Well, what shall be my first point of contention? I know, the most basic of concerns for a culture, the currency of its economy. What manner of society would use the silver coin as the basis of trade? Gold is clearly superior, which you admit by using it for important statuary. Your understanding of what determines value is flawed. Your rebuttal?
Most azt félteted, hogy miért az ezüst miért jobb, mint az arany? Tényeket mondunk, vagy...
Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic.
Ezt buktam.
I call attention to the arrogance of your empire. You simply assume that all lands outside your borders are the domain of barbarians and monsters. How can you truly know they are uncivilized until you've proven it by conquest? Crush them beneath your heel. You sit here thinking while the far-off lands yearn for direction, not unlike what I am attempting with you.
Legyen az első.
Well, a majority on your
Már
side,
megint
but the
buktam.
debate is not
Nem,
over
nem.
yet.
Most 50-50.
Shall I draw attention to your foolish reliance on
That's
personal
not just
combat?
one.
You've got strange dragon powder arms, but you waste them on spectacle and flying chariots. Any decently civilized people would have developed a proper array of personal sidearms by now, like old
Mondtam, a
Mirabelle.
puskáddal vagy meg átban. Vagyis... A harmadik kör, igaz? És egyik egy-egy.
Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not
Kettő
over
egyire.
yet. I challenge your foolish beliefs and the irrational behaviors they produce. Dragons, spirits, and even talk of unresting dead. Just look at the collective foolishness that you call a floating palace. The constant superstitious yammering of your peasants even has me seeing it. And how the bloody hell would you get a moat up there? It's ridiculous, I say.
Rendes vizes átlag. A levegőben minek vizes? Melyik legyen? Legyen a tény.
Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. I say that you don't seem to understand the relationship between the ruling class and the peasantry. Your commoners are far too happy to be productive. A proper spiral of misery shows that they are doing a decent day's work. Your peasants only suffer because of foolish superstitions about the dead walking around.
Nem tudom, hogy tény vagy a barátság.
What? My monocle must be fogged. I can't see anyone in my favor.
It appears they've reached a consensus against you, Sir Roderick.
Clearly these people are incapable of fairly comparing one of their own to an outsider. This is a farce. Then perhaps it was my mistake to think you would be open to anything other than your own backwards ideals. Puh! I seek satisfaction. You have bested me in debate, but true honor is decided on the dueling field. The entry hall here has walls to be up against, corners to be backed into, and floor enough on which to be down but not out. Whatever your metaphor, I'll beat it. Return to me when you are ready, and we will walk there together, just to ensure that no one gets lost or suffers an accident that would prevent a fair fight. Frankly, I don't know what you people are capable of.
Mentünk előtte egyet.
Quickly now, Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, the magnificent bastard, is not one to let a duel grow stale on the vine.
Your debate with the Outlander showed great understanding and intelligence. I hope you are equally proficient at combat. If you can beat him in combat, he will have to acknowledge that he is no match for the best of the Jade Empire. The Jade Empire values all those who stand up in the face of adversity. The Ministry of Culture will reward you, I promise. If we want to prove our worth to him, we must face him on his terms, as stilted as they may be. Personal combat takes many forms. If that is the weapon that defines him, who are we to say he should not use it? Of course, I suggest that you use every advantage you have as well. I'm sure it will be a spectacular battle. Good luck.
Mentés. Mert általában úgy emlékezek, ezzel párba kerültem utána mindig. Szivatások a vége. Na, rendezzük le.
Ah, there you are. Well, are we ready for this duel, or are you going to slink away again? What? Good. Let's get this over with so I can return to schooling the rest of your fellows.
Bizalomban nem szenved ilyen.
I envy you. You're about to experience for the first time the skill that has forged an empire and traveled the world. There will be pain as well, but I imagine it will be almost worth it.
Már megint érdekesen töltöttem a textúrát. Egy pillanatra most megállítjuk. Nyugodt. Kis számítás végezve. 525. Igen.
Ah, there you are. What? Good. I envy you. There will be pain as well, but I imagine...
Sejtettem. Bele is futott a pakba.
Ah, there you are. Well, are we ready for this duel, or are you going to slink away again? What? Good. Let's get this over with so I can return to schooling the rest of your fellows. I envy you. You're about to experience for the first time the skill that has forged an empire and traveled the world. There will be pain as well, but I imagine it will be almost worth it.
Most betöltő oldalsó. Mellé ment hal. Közelről nem ér a puskát, úgy látom sem. És megvan a szintlépéshez. A tapasztalati pont.
That was a fine display of skill.
It was a fair fight, Sir Roderick, within the rules you specified.
Yes, old boy, you've got it right. I was really sat down, I believe. Like the fall of the old bridge across the Grand. My humours are in disarray, I tell you. I suppose I should have seen it coming. Your win in the debate was a sure sign. I do believe I have underestimated the lot of you. Regardless, you have beaten me. That's a point of honour I cannot deny. Well, there's no other thing for it. Intended or not, you've earned a reward from me. The unsuccessful combatant in a duel must arrange a worthy gift for the victor. I wouldn't be much of an ambassador for my country if I didn't abide by its customs. The Duchess of Almsbottom's rules of engagement are quite clear on this matter. Mirabelle is yours. Treat her well. She's a finicky lady. Right, Basil, fluff my travelling trousers. We will darken this garden no more.
A well-fought victory against the Outlander buffoon. You showed that he could not best us in battle, mentally or physically. We're all in your debt, but the Ministry of Culture is particularly so. Please take this token sum of silver as payment. You certainly earned it. Your service is appreciated. If only there were more like you in the Empire.
Kiegyensúlyozott, igen. Kész. 24 stíluspont, azt mondja, legyikre a lódémon. Már ki van maxolva. Van már egy pár stílus. Még köré nincs megoldva. Kéztesti. Legendary Medium, szerencsekegyártya, szörnyűlánk. Elevenk leélettalma, Laudémon, Mirabel. Ez fegyveres. Szökkenő, tigris, az mi? Támogatónak van írva. Nem? Ez küzdő. Aranydémon. Viharsárkány. Nem vagyok el. Úgyse használom aranydémont. Maximum 9-et. Ja nem, 10 is lehet a nullásra, be lehetett volna megadni.
Completely routed the Outlander. I commend you on your master.
You have secured a great victory for the Empire. The Outlander has to respect us now.
He may not know he is the center of a joke, but that does not decrease...
The contest is over and you performed flawlessly. I am impressed.
Nézhetünk pár női hátsó pillanat.
This will be a... Oh, hello. I was just muttering to myself. I'm in some trouble and... Wait! You could help me! You're clearly not from around the Imperial City, and I need someone's help most desperately. Someone unaffected by the politics of this place. Well, you see, there's been a mix-up. No, an error. Oh, who am I kidding? Some bastard has changed my play! I am Incisive Chorus,
Yeah.
right? I'm sure you've heard of me. And if not, you have... now, I suppose. One of my productions has been touring the countryside and catching people's attention. We were asked to bring it into the city and perform here in the Golden Way. The play must go on, just as they want it. The play's been changed, you see. One very key piece of the play has been rewritten. Once you change this scene, you change the very soul of the production. It's hardly my play at all if they perform it their way. They've changed it from a commentary of man's inhumanity to man to a satire of the Empire. I tell you truthfully that they've lost the whole point of the piece. There's that too. Anyone could take offense. Now I'm doubly concerned. Of course I would pay you. In fact, I'd match... well, this is odd. It's just that there's no going rate for female actors or whatever you'd be called. It's unheard of. Of course there are, though I'm not supposed to know it. The entire establishment turns a blind eye to them. They deserve that much respect. I hear the booze, pants stuffing, and whatnot is a far cry from comfortable. The irony is that many of them get cast as female roles. Fresh faces, you see, leaving us with a woman playing a woman through 4 layers of costume. Most unsightly. I myself have pushed long and hard for realism. Verisimilitude is the word they're throwing out these days. And what better way to avoid all that unnecessary shirt stuffing? Alas, tradition often becomes a barrier blackened by short-sightedness that is not easily overcome. I need that fire and that passion. That's what I need. I will gladly offer you the going rate for a leading man, just for a walk-on part. I need you to take a role in the play and read the role the original way. You have a most regal bearing, so I'd expect you'd have no major problems at any rate acting the role of Lady 14 Flowers. If you talk to first-degree thespian Fong up by the pagoda, tell him you're the replacement actor. He'll be desperate, so all you'll have to do is read the proper lines. That will be a bit tricky, I admit. Certainly breaking with tradition, but if you tell them that you're already in makeup, they'll gloss things over. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Here's a copy of the original script for your scene. Pivotal, I assure you. This copy reads properly, not like that edited pile of dung. Hurry over to the large pagoda overlooking the Golden Way and tell Fong that you're the replacement. They won't wait forever, so step quickly to it. Remember, you'll have to memorize your lines. No script on stage, of course. Also, make sure you read from this script. Now, good. No, you're about to perform, so I shan't jinx it. Get to it.
Ó, és az arénában tartok. Az milyen? Karate?
That's why the men brought you to me. I wanted to finish this personally.
But I...
Don't even try to make this better. You should have won that fight, Zhang, but you suddenly developed that blind spot, didn't you? Did a glint of silver get in your eye?
Joe, honestly, I...
Nem nagyon várt magyarázatot.
You needed something for to admit one?
Yes, I need to speak with you in private. It seems Warrior Zhang has decided to retire.
I'm finished here. If you're here to fight, do what they tell you. You can see for yourself. I was just retired from the Imperial Arena. Guess my spot in the roster is yours if you want it. Go find Kui the promoter if you think you can fill my shoes. He's always upstairs in the third room over or so, and looking for new blood. I'm taking what I have left from my winnings and leaving.
Maximum, de azért biztos nem. Arena.
The palace is completely cut off from us.
You? What could you possibly want? You're not here to bet, are you? Betting's only open when there's a match on, and right now, I don't see hundreds of people screaming at me, so I can assume there's no match on. Good, you do that. I need all the quiet I can get before the matches start. Have to build it up so I don't go insane when the crowds come.
Oké. Érdekes név. Kajlán. Egy györgőt euró.
Welcome! It's always good to see a new face at the counter. If you've got silver to spend, I'll be happy to help you out. I'm known as Thunderous Tauren, and you are my most honored customer right now, so you have all of my attention. You look like a warrior to my eye, probably not fit for the odds and sods the usual patrons might pick up. Stop by again. Miniature Ravager hoods for the kids are coming in any day now. You know you'll want two.
Hello again. I enjoy our little chats, but I don't think anything has changed since we last spoke. I still need evidence against death's hand.
Kicsit érdekes, hogy átérünk, hogy mit mondasz, de mindegy.
Meet the executioner in the arena, or go back to your flyer to meet with the Inquisitor. Hurry, or you'll lose your chance to help your master. I have told you what you need to do. Appease one of the Lotus Assassin recruiters to gain access to their fortress. Once you have the evidence to incriminate Death's Hand as a traitor, I will present you to my father in the palace.
Nem mondtál újdonságot. Ja. Egy Lotus Assassin.
There are rumors flitting about the city to seek the attentions of the executioners. These rumors come from the palace itself, leaving me intrigued. You are a novice with no standing in the arena. What makes you think you are of any interest to me? I have no instruction to give. If you want to catch my eye, you need to show me that your skills are far beyond the norm. If you were to knock Iron Soldier from his perch as Silver Division champion, I would be impressed. I will be here if you wish to petition me, but I don't acknowledge anything less than the best. Return when you are worthy, and no sooner.
Az is baj, nekik eljú. Legyezve akkor. Szolgáló. Szenvedés, lau. Vendég. Ez is egy vendég. Zimbabwe lett pont az egyik keresett alak. Az egyjátékos. Gyorsan. Na. Így kaptam, mutatod egy nyilat. Nem majdnem elérünk szalba.
I can't wait for the next fight to start.
Nem vele akarok. Már nekem akar társalogni. Fejemre akar, akkor mindegy. Itt kell majd a katonát. Szerencsétlen Han. Dr. N.
Intolerable. One more mistake, Kui, and I'll have you retired. Finding someone else is your problem.
But...
Enough. Find a solution and leave me alone.
This is not an appropriate time to... Wait a moment. You have the look of a fighter about you. Those hands, that stance, even your eyes. I'd know that look anywhere. You must be here to join the most glorious contest in the Empire. Isn't it fortunate that Lucky Cho and I were just discussing how this place needs an infusion of new blood?
This place houses the finest competition in the Empire. If you wish to hone your skills, you will find few challenges more worthy.
Come with me a moment and we'll engageate in some dissertation about the best decision you'll ever make. This is turning out to be an excellent day, most ostentatious indeed. I apologize if I'm using words beyond your grasp. Very few people can match either the supply or the command of my language. A single glance tells me you are a remarkable woman with the perfect mix of strength and grace to grab a crowd's imagination. The question is, can you fight? Are you worthy of the arena? I think the answer is a clarion and resounding yes. I may not have heard your name before, but you walk like one who has seen many battles. You are indeed mysterious, stranger. What say we get you signed up for the greatest attraction in all the Empire? The arena awaits. That's the spirit of the thing. Now, what name precedes you in your travels?
Persze, semmi gondosám, mert ne igényünk név.
Right, a fine name indeed. But it won't sell, not at all. We need something more memorable for the crowds. Think of something that would sound engaging, ringing down from the rafters. That's how we'll bill you.
Ez is Phoenix vagy turbolasság kell.
Silver Phoenix. Silver Phoenix conjures up quite an image. Are you certain? Then that is what you shall have. Come and tell me when you're ready for a fight, and I'll get you started. Since you're new, you'll start in qualifying rounds. The money's small at that level, but it's there. Any other questions? One other thing. You should talk to the other fighters now and then. They will be watching you, and you should get to know them as well.
We're all one big happy family.
You're a big happy idiot, Han.
As you can see, they always have something to say. For your first match, we'll start you off against a mighty ogre. I'll be watching your style closely to see how you fare. Impress me, and I'll take you to the top. Even our great champions start out against the ogre. Take Raging Ox. Danced around the beast singing drunkenly to earn the crowd's favor. Or the Ravager, who defeated him in a single blow. I should take a moment and explain the system we use here. That's the spirit. Dive right in with both feet first. It's not that difficult a system, and you seem bright enough to figure it out. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me, and we'll get you ready for your next match.
A new warrior does battle with the beast.
Talált.
Sleeping tiger. Legendary strike.
Kérem a következőt.
That was an impressive beginning. Normally I'd have started you off against something easier, but you practically ooze potential. You've caught the eyes of the other fighters as well. Go ask them if you don't believe me.
That really was a fantastic bout.
Beating the ogre's nothing special. I could have done better bound and blinded.
Sometimes you don't even need to ask. One fight does not make a champion, though. There are many more opponents ahead of you. Let's move on, shall we? Since you held your own against the ogre brute last time, I'm going to try something exciting for the crowd. I've got 4 boys from some school west of the city who've been bothering me for some tougher matches. I'm giving you all of them at once. It'll wow the crowd and teach them a lesson at the same time. Remember to watch your sides and back. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Four students test their skills against one master.
I don't feel like that. Gratulation of you. Egyben, ha? Kettő. Három. És vége.
Those boys won't be back anytime soon. Losing as a group to one opponent would shame a peasant, let alone a student of the martial arts. The crowd's starting to catch on to you. Have you noticed? People like you, and now I'm going to make sure they pay attention. I'm going to have a roughly hewn statue hauled into the ring. I want you to discombobulate it. Destroy the statue quickly enough, and I'll give you a shot at hapless Hans. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me, and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Unyielding stone meets the press of time.
Az idővel versenyzek most.
Excellent work. You have bested time itself in destroying that statue. No mean feat, I assure you. I think you're ready to face hapless Hans. Show me you're ready for the big time, and I'll make sure you don't have to dance with the children anymore. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me, and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Can Silver Phoenix surpass Hapless Han and leave the qualifying division?
Köszönöm részvételt!
You dealt with Han very well. I knew you would. All of our professional fighters move past him eventually.
Kui, that will be enough. I bring you a message from my enemy, Kailan the Serpent. He is impressed with how far you have come in such a short while. The Serpent wants you to know that he is watching your progress very closely. He is most interested to see how you fare in the Bronze Division. Kui, you may breathe again. That is all I had to say.
Well, that was... I think. He has a distinct interest in the proceedings here. He's champion, you see. He retired some time ago, even before Raging Ox, who was the champion before the Ravager. Kailan couldn't leave the arena alone. He has become a very important man here with the help of a group called the Guild.
Let's say, kicsoda Gáónak az apja óta.
Icho is a thug, pure and simple, but he's very good at what he does. He is also a member of the Guild and reports directly to Kailan. Kailan oversees things here in the arena, and the Guild ensures that the authorities leave us in peace. The Guild is the organization that controls all of the betting in this place. That gives them considerable sway. It is good that they are happy with your progress. Between us, the Guild is also involved in more illicit activities. They are very sensitive about remaining an open secret. Many know about them, but few acknowledge that fact.
Csevegésig folytatjuk, azt szerintem mennyi lesz.
Right now is a particularly dangerous time, as one of the leaders of the Guild has recently been inhumed. Kailan sees this as an opportunity.
Hát nekem volt a kezemben, hogy eltűnt
Do
a
not
Gáó.
discuss them openly. The Guild has many ears. You may ask some of the others in the arena about them if you wish, but I would not bring it up to just anyone. A wise decision. Very wise. For the sake of your career, I suggest that you limit any questions you have to your fellow fighters.
Well done! That fight was much better than this wine.
Mit keresel itt?
With all the pure water pouring from the palace, you'd think they might have learned how to make wine that didn't taste like goat piss.
Black Whirlwind, that is you. Are you back to...
No, just here visiting, and making sure nothing happens to your newest fighter.
So you won't be...
No, leave it alone, Kui. You know better than to bring this up. Just mind your business, promoter, and I'll mind mine.
You travel in curious company. Regardless, when you're ready, come talk to me again and we'll discuss your next match. I know him, yes, but I know better than to contravigate his wishes. If you want to talk about it, ask him. I'm staying out. What do you need? Do not be gone too long. Kana may well rise to become the Silver Division champion while you're away.
Még továbbra se takarna egyébként oda ezni. Még meg most se akar. Nagyon mentünk egyet. Már innen folytatva legközelebb.
Bloody hell! Turret!